And yeah, okay, so we're up and running.
Anyway.
Thankfully, for context, I've only just started and the entire party decided to try and drop something really funny as the...
you bitch, you
as
waited,
the
you lied to us!
No, it takes a few seconds for the actual stream to connect to Twitch, so in the time where you all dropped some questionable content...
Penis.
Hey, I just said banana! What the fuck?
I said some of you. You chose to put yourself in that spot.
You chose to
Anyway.
take offence.
So, where we left off last session, things were going interestingly. You were traversing across the landscape of Karos to your next destination, intending to get to Eldaris after going through a few towns. Your luck, however, did not work out in your favour, and the only word I need to really say is bone. And that will be the end of my explanation. If you'd like to know what I'm talking about, please do go and have a look at the VOD from the previous session, which is up on YouTube, which is attached in the about. Look at me casually linking myself. Anyway, I know, I'm terrible.
Remember to upload it.
Hey, I actually remembered to upload it and release it. This is where I go and double check to make sure I have actually hit the button.
It'd be
No,
so
'cause-
funny if you didn't.
No, because I very often remember to upload it and then forget to hit the public button, which is exactly what I fucking did.
My
Nailed
bro's
it.
just taken that fat L.
Hey, at least it's better than Fat D. Anyway, moving
Is it?
swiftly onwards. No, it's not. Anyway, moving swiftly onwards. So your journey ended up with you being taken captive by an ancient brown dragon and its mother. After it took offense to you insulting its intelligence. Unintentionally.
I
As
sense
it
this
rolled,
is not you, plural.
it rolled a natural
Your lack
1
of
on its intelligence check
insults my intelligence.
to see if you were insulting it or not, and it rolled a nat 1, so it took offense. And you were fortunate enough that you ended up making it to the city of Gapra, where at the gates you were nearly turned away. However, thanks to the timely intervention of the city's mayor, you are now making your way to the mayor's manor, and you are being led by Mayor Clover, a short pneumo man. I will find the image that I put in the chat and repost it so you guys know what a pneumo actually looks like. Bada bing, bada boom, done. And so you are heading through the town, and you're getting a lot of looks from the locals. Because as a kind reminder, you all look very disheveled. Your clothes are dirty. No matter how hard you've tried to clean up, you smell. You look ragged, and most of the team, bar I think Mocha and Scoria, look
Yep.
like they haven't slept properly in days. The reasoning, I'm picturing, if memory serves correctly, the reasoning for Mocha was because she ended up binging 3 days worth of rations in one sitting, and for Scoria, it was just pure stubborn willpower. And a couple lucky nights of sleep. So, you're being led through the city by the mayor. And you arrive at this, you expected something a bit more robust, a bit more fancy and expensive looking, but it just looks like a very large cottage. It very much matches the rest of the town. And a lot of the wood that's been used to build these houses isn't your traditional, brown and tan coloured oak. It's a very specific type of tree that seems to grow in this area that is white in colour. And some sections of the bark look almost glassy in texture. It's still wood, but from an outside perspective, if you weren't already aware, it would look like these houses were made out of shaped glass. And as you arrive, the door is opened, you are let inside, and the Mayor Clover shows you to where the bathhouse is. I do believe that this would be the best place for your cleaning conveniences. There are 2 separate baths. I presume that the ladies will want their own personal space away from the gentlemen.
Would be yes.
Okay. Well,
To my mic.
there are plenty of towels if you need them, and do not worry about cleaning your garments. There are some bathrobes in there that are various sizes, and the mayor looks between Florian, and then looks up at Hugmug, Mason, and Xavier, making a slightly unsubtle nod to the significant height difference between your group. Once you're bathed and well sorted, please feel free to make your way towards the dining hall. I will see if the workers are willing to concoct something for your eating convenience.
Thank you very much.
It is perfectly fine. I would not be able to live with it in my conscience if some younglings like yourselves were left out to the wolf spiders.
Yes.
And so he turns on his heel and leaves you at the entrance to these bathing houses or bathing rooms.
Yeah.
What are you doing?
Bathing.
Bathing.
Right in.
Bathing.
I think we're all bathing.
Okay. So, you separate out. You grab some towels, you grab some bathing robes of the correct size. And yeah, you end up taking a bath. And it is almost indescribably pleasant as you feel all of the dirt that has lodged itself in your fur or on your skin for the last few days wash away, and you feel actually clean. Pardon you, Mocha.
Oh my god.
Stop eating the bubbles.
They're just so tasty.
Absolute bliss.
And you take this time to collect your thoughts and process what in the fresh hell you're going to do moving forward from here. Because you've put a significant dent in your supplies. You've exhausted yourselves quite a bit. To the degree where it would take you about 2 or 3 days worth of solid rest to recuperate from the sleepless nights you've had. And on top of that, you're not really sure what the best route to take would be from here. Since you are aware that the area you just went through was supposed to be the safest and most mild part of your trip. However, the experience with the 2 dragons that you encountered would beg to differ with you. And so after a while of collecting your thoughts and figuring out what the fresh hell you're going to do, to which you don't really have many answers, there's not really much you can figure out as of this point in time, you end up putting on these bathing robes. It's a fresh, thick, fluffy cotton.
What colour are they?
They are a slight tan in colour. seem to match with a lot of the darker colours of the bathing rooms. And so you make your way back into it's like a little alcove sort of thing outside the bathing areas, where your group regathers into one space.
That's so much better. So how's everybody doing?
Sore.
We slept yet, we just bathed. We slept yet as well, or we just bathed?
You've just bathed. You have been travelling for the majority of the morning to get here. So, if I were to give you a rough time frame, it's like 1 p.m. roughly. What are you planning to do?
Should probably find out what the guy is gonna give me for my nougat.
Okay. So you would need to go and find the mayor. He mentioned to you that he would go and see if the workers would cook something up for you in the dining hall. That will be your best bet to find the man.
Okay. Try that.
Okay. Are you bringing everyone with you, or are you just going alone?
It's up to them if they want to come. I'll tell them that I'm going, but yeah.
Yep.
Who would like to come?
I can toss about.
Yeah, that might be a good idea.
Make sure you don't get into
Come
any
on,
trouble.
Marcel.
Okay. So, the rest of you take a bit of time to just recuperate. Meanwhile, Mocha and Marcel make their way to the dining hall to go and find Mayor Clover. And as you enter, you find the man, who seems to be surprisingly flat in terms of his expression. Then he notices you've arrived and seems to perk up a little. Ah, I was wondering where our esteemed guests might be. How are you? How was the bathhouse?
Oh, it was delightful.
It was great. Thanks for letting us use it.
It's perfectly fine. I've asked the workers. They are currently working on something simple to feed you with. Nothing exactly fancy, but it should suffice.
Kind of missed the last bit of that. My brain.
That's fine. Basically, him saying that he's managed to convince them to make something food-wise for your team, but it's not exactly anything fancy.
Oh, that's okay. I eat a lot of things. When I say that, I mean like literally a lot of things.
Duly noted, I guess. So,
Anyway, I was wondering if we could talk about that nugget.
oh, yes, what about it?
Well, you said that you were gonna take a look at it, perhaps make an offer.
Oh, right. Yes. I'm currently getting one of some of my accounting sorted out, so I can give you the gill for it. As he produces the gold nugget from his pocket. For you see, this is a solid piece of gold. It's not fool's gold. It's actual solid gold.
Okay.
I've had it appraised. And yeah. I don't know where you got this from, young lady, but I suppose fortune favors you.
Lupus, where did I get it from?
You had it beamed at you by the guy from the previous city. From the I think it's the Earth Genasi noble back on Varnexian. that basically pelted at you for no reason other than wanting to pelt a thing at an orphan.
Yeah, it's a funny story, really.
Yeah, let's just say it was fortune favoring the little.
Some rich guy just sort of threw it at their face.
It hurt.
He looks genuinely concerned by that. Are you okay? I mean, it's a solid lump of gold. What madman could possibly have enough funding behind him to lob a piece of solid gold at an innocent child?
I don't really know. I try not to take it personally.
Understandable. I can't imagine that would do wonders for the ego.
He wasn't all bad. He was just a bit eccentric.
I mean, I prefer having gold lobbed at my face or food than, I don't know,
A brick.
a brick, a fist, a leaf
Molotov
bunny.
cocktail.
I get the picture. So, I noticed that most of your compadre aren't present. I presume that they're still in the building, yes?
Yeah,
still
they're
here.
doing some other things right now.
Okay.
They may have just like collapsed. They're very tired.
Yeah, it was not easy getting here.
No, I can't imagine.
We got kidnapped by a dragon.
Oh!
That is why we were so
I do recall you
disheveled.
Yes, I recall you mentioning this. Well,
We tend to have a bit of a warped sense of time.
mhm.
Literally thought we were a juvenile dragon. Was putting us in a 15-year timeout.
Well,
So we did stay.
regardless of that, I presume that you don't have any lodgings at this point in time.
Not at the minute.
Perhaps I might offer some of the spare rooms in the manor.
I would very much appreciate that. Thank you.
That'd be very kind.
How much would it cost?
Oh, nonsense. I won't be taking money from you. Think of, he looks at the gold nugget. Perhaps if you're interested in funding your stay here, then I will take this gold nugget off your hands as payment.
How much is it worth?
About 21,000 gil.
That is quite a lot.
But since you will be here for a few days, no doubt. And then some other situations that have been brought to mind.
Other situations?
Yes. You see, your arrival has definitely sparked the interest of some religious folk.
Oh! What kind of religious folk?
Oh,
Do they wear robes and maybe have interesting symbols that
So
they
you're familiar
identify
with them.
with? Yeah, they're not the nicest people.
Well, I suppose that's one way of approaching it, yes.
Were they asking about this, were they?
Well, let's just say that they were concerned as to the recent relief of one of their members from guard duty.
Relief of one of their members?
Yes. The young man outside that tried to stop you entering the town happened to be one of their followers.
Oh, that makes a lot of sense. Yeah, they do not
Oh.
like us.
But it appears to have brought the interest of one of the local judges.
In a good way?
Of a sort. You see, they mentioned before they left that there were a couple of individuals that were not exactly friendly. We'll put it that way.
They mentioned? Who was they? The judge?
Yes.
Okay.
I don't suppose that you would happen to know a group of wandering orphans that have recently harmed a. He takes a moment to ponder the accuracy of the words he's about to use.
A group of wandering orphans. What a weird thing to say.
A group of wandering orphans that have harmed one of their missionaries with no reason why they should do such a thing. Would you like to make an insight check?
That was the test rather than the genuine question. Pain loss. I'd like to make an insight check, yes, I'll just confirm that. 23.
23? Michael, would you like to make an insight check as well?
Sure. Insight. I need a mint.
Yeah. Anyway.
Insight 17.
Okay.
I need a fucking mint. Ugh.
You both realise.
My insight into needing a mint.
Fair. You come to realise that the mayor himself does not quite believe the information he's been given, but is asking because he's got a pretty good insight that you fit that. You and your companions fit that description a little bit too well.
Okay.
He is rather if I were to elaborate further, he is rather unsubtly prompting to see if you are the people that have been mentioned.
One question. If you were to find this group of people, what would you do?
Well, I can't imagine that a missionary would be attacked for no reason. And I would be very curious to find out what that reason was.
Did they mention who this missionary was?
Well, they sent a couple of individuals towards Barnexian I think it was a few weeks ago.
Did we attack a missionary? Out of character?
Did we?
Would you like to make an insight check?
Insight.
Yes.
10! Oh my god, so
10
good.
total.
Yeah!
12. 10 and 12. You realise that the way that it has been described may not necessarily be true. They may not have been a missionary, but a member of the Order of the Crystal in the first place. However, how it has been phrased is to make it seem as though one of their members has been attacked unjustly.
Who would be that member out of character still? Would it be the Baylor?
History check. If you can't remember, I will make you roll history.
That's a nat 1.
You don't know.
History, Historica.
It's Lucy.
13!
13! The only person that you can think of that you have technically quote-unquote attacked would be the gentleman that was basically escorting Steve, the wind chime merchant, a few weeks ago. The man that you ended up killing in cold blood.
I mean, my persuasion is +0. My deception is +0. So I think I may as well just come straight out with it.
Well, I'm not the one that's deciding your actions here. That is between you and Mocha. Or Mocha and you.
Out of character, Mocha, what should we do?
Should
Should we just come clean or should we try and bullshit?
Mocha honesty is the best policy, unfortunately.
Well, I can tell you that some of what they told you is technically correct.
As I thought.
The person who was attacked was not a missionary, but
Didn't think so.
a hired thug
Hmm.
who came to capture us and kill one of our dear friends.
I see.
We have been on the run for quite a while now after the Order of the Crystal attacked our home and burned it down and stole and kidnapped our matron.
Ah. Well, that would make sense why they decided to get a judge to deal with the situation rather than having the balls to deal with it themselves.
Yeah, to put it lightly.
I'm very glad
Is
you
the judge
decided.
looking for us?
Well, maybe. I could not personally tell you. Since technically speaking, I'm part of the law. However, if somebody of the law who was not of the law were to inform you of their presence, they would conveniently happen to be waiting for a group that matches the description they've been given to leave said town in the next 24 hours.
Right, so they are waiting to ambush us.
Well, there's only one of them. However, it's Judge Master.
What does that mean?
Well, they have a bunch of really fancy titles. And simply put, if you'd like me to be a bit more direct and specific, which I imagine you would, let's just say that the Judge Master would probably be a bit of a problem for you to deal with. Let's put it that way.
Okay. Are there other exits to the city besides the main exit?
Nope. This is a regular young man.
Hmm. Maybe you have a secret passageway.
Nope. Most nobility would probably have outfitted their manners to have some sort of secret escape. I fear no political assassin, and therefore there is no reason for me to have such a primitive means of escape.
Do you have any advice for us?
Well, it depends, really. Are you intending to leave the city today? Tomorrow?
How long are they prepared to wait?
Well, it depends. How capable of being subtle about your presence are you able to? Are you
And Marcel looks very blankly at Mocha.
Yes.
We can be, although, one of our friends is well versed in illusions, so if need be, we can look different because we do sort of stick out like a sore thumb.
I have a feeling that might not necessarily help you here.
No?
No. See, they're aware that amongst these orphans is an illusionist assassin who has gone rogue, and a young Bovian man that one can only assume would be one of your companions.
That would be correct.
Well, let me put it this way. They're waiting for you to leave the town. They will find you late at night, and they will either apprehend you or slaughter you all. My only assumption is based on how they're feeling that day.
Okay.
So you're welcome to have lodgings here. Or if you feel the need to, you're more than welcome to leave. But after all,
I don't particularly feel the need to leave right now, actually.
as a person who is of the law, I cannot tell you where this judge is at. It would be highly illegal. But fortunately for you, I am a man of the law, and would never tell you such terrible things.
No.
No. Why would I do that?
Um,
And you notice the sly and very unsubtle smile on his face that he is delivering his sentence in such a way where he's telling you exactly where this Judge Master is without crossing the line that would probably have him removed from his position position as mayor.
Insight.
Roll it.
19.
What are you rolling insight for?
For working out what the hell he's actually telling me.
Okay.
Unless he's not told me yet.
He has told you. Simply put,
Waiting outside the city.
he's telling you that the Judge Master is waiting for you to leave the city to ambush you and arrest you.
Okay, I thought he was going to tell me the exact location of them.
They're within the city, waiting for you to leave to ambush you, and are probably going to be waiting for a few days. Unfortunately, your group does kind of stick out quite a bit due to the variety and the choice of garments that your group wears.
And your green was a bad idea.
You have such a stark contrast from one another that you would kind of stick out like a sore thumb.
Right.
Left. So, Marcel, Moko, what are you doing?
So we can stay as long as we like, yes?
Yes, you are more than welcome to stay for a few days. If you intend to, anyway. If not, that is perfectly understandable.
Are you confident they will not check this place?
I'm confident. And you notice that he pulls up a part of his cloak a little bit, and you see the sheath and handle of it. What appears to be a. I should not look at the chat while I'm trying to deliver a line. For you see a sheath and handle to a rapier, and also a gun.
Okay, that's fine.
Understood.
So they are more than welcome to enter my abode. However, I do so hate people that enter without my permission.
Well, whatever we decide to do, we need to rest first.
Something.
We're not in a good state for
I see.
anything right
Well, something Swiss cheese. Say, it might be a bit of a rude presumption, but are you a fan of dairy?
I'm partial.
A kitty.
I don't say that, and he's looking at Marcel as he asks, kind of looking at Marcel at the corner of his eye as he says this.
No, it's okay. I'm not offended.
Not to insult you, but more the fact I had some cheese imported from Bamicia recently,
Ooh, okay.
and
Interesting.
I'm not familiar with it, so
Well, I do not know Bamicia very well myself either, but
that would make sense. Well, I shall allow you to go back to your companions. And he gives you a list of directions to find the bedrooms that he is going to have sorted for you.
mm-hmm.
So by the time you get down there, after letting your companions know what's going on, they should be ready. Hypothetically. So, he leaves the two of you to your own devices, whilst he goes off to go and sort out some bits and pieces.
Thank you
What
very
are
much for your hospitality.
Think nothing of it. Like I said, it wouldn't do the conscious much good to leave some young individuals such as yourself out in the cold. Be quite heartless.
If only more people were like you.
that were the case, we wouldn't have these problems.
Exactly.
And he leaves, leaving the two of you standing awkwardly in the middle of the dining hall in bathing robes. What are you doing?
I'm going to go find my room. I'm fucking tired.
Are you going to notify the rest of the group that there are rooms, or...
Yes.
Okay. Sorry, that was a very funny response.
Yeah.
Yes. Okay, so Marcel and Mocha, the two of you end up tottering back to the bathhouse, and you find the rest of your group sitting in the alcove just...
Hey guys. Don't want to alarm anybody, but the crystal cult nutters have found us. They have acquired the help of one of the judges,
Pardon you.
and they are waiting outside the city for us to leave. However, the mayor of the city has basically said we can stay here as long as we like. So we have time to rest, we have time to make a plan. Basically, yes.
Oh boy.
And if there is nothing else... Oh, yes, we've been given beds, and... Did we given a map?
No.
Place? What? You just gave directions.
He just gave you directions
So
on the
Marcel
inside
will
of the...
give those directions out to everybody, and then he will shuffle his feet in the direction of those lodgings, removing himself from the scene.
And as you do so, your feet make little squeaky sounds on the tiled floor. Yeah, basically. How are the rest of you dealing with this information that you've just been given?
Dead.
Bad.
Confirmed.
Need to suffocate myself. I'm joking.
No, Scoria, don't do that.
I feel like
Scoria tries to like suffocate herself with her own wings, like, come on, just fall.
it's like I want to go snuggle with Scoria, but she doesn't like me at the minute.
I mean, anyway, so you,
Scoria, Boria, Poo, me bye.
anyway, so you end up making your way down to these lodgings, and you all are sharing a singular large room with 8 beds.
Does
8 beds? 2. Yeah, there are 8 beds in this room. And two of these beds have a large curtain. Like, it's almost like it's not so much a curtain, sorry. It's like those big like paper screens they have
Oh yeah.
that basically are unfolded to section off those 2 beds from the rest of the room. And so you take a few minutes just to mentally recuperate from what the fuck happened over the last few days. And Mocha, you are approached by Mason.
Oh no.
He looks shattered, understandably so, because him and Xavier got the worst of the tiredness. I guess their larger frames did not help them at all.
Hmm.
And he very gingerly comes over. Hey, are you okay?
I mean, I've been better. What about you?
Well, I gotta admit, I'm kind of feeling bad about not realizing what was happening when it happened. I'm sorry.
I am too. I mean, I didn't really do a great job either. I mean, I've never seen a dragon before, especially that close. I mean, what is the protocol when a dragon's eye is right in front of you?
I don't think holding a bone in front of it was the best call. Smart idea, I think, but I don't think that particular dragon was all that bright.
the logic was there, but the implementation just wasn't. I'm
Yeah.
just glad we managed to get out, but it would have been much worse potentially, and that would have been my fault.
Well, I mean, it was partly my fault as well, because I probably should have realized you were panicking a bit, but I might have slipped a bit. Shit. It's all excuse. I know it's just an excuse, but I think next time, maybe you and I should make sure that we're paired up with someone else for a century.
Yeah, maybe I should perhaps get better at charades and all as well. Or, I don't know, another way of talking to people across distance without making a noise.
Maybe we should actually try putting our tents a little closer together. Because we had them like really spaced out, so we couldn't really make any noise. I know. Genius idea.
Oh?
We asked Florian to use his sewing skills to make little tunnels that go between the tents. That'd be smart, right?
I mean, I think that could work potentially, but it might make it a bit harder to unpack and pack back up.
I mean, me, Xavier, and Hugmug are doing the majority of the heavy lifting when it comes to sorting it out, so that's more of an us problem than an everybody else problem.
Oh, and Mughug as well. Have you seen him lately?
And you notice the Bobian man has a very large smile on his face. Oh yeah, saw him a couple days ago, and he's smiling. You have no idea why, but he's smiling.
Big grin on your face. You must really like Mughug.
Totally, an absolute stud. Well, what'd you
You'll
think
have
of the
to
plan,
introduce-
though? Before we get too wrapped up in other subjects.
Oh, right. I suppose we could ask Florian if that'd be a good idea, or maybe we can ask Marcel and Xavier if they think it's a good one as well.
Well, I mean, the only reason I can think of why they wouldn't like that is because privacy. But in that case, maybe I should draw some like design for it. And the two of you end up like sitting there for a little bit, chit chatting with each other, and trying to plot like a design idea for little tunnels to connect the tents together. I say little tunnels; they're small, but they're big enough to fit the two big guys. Well, three.
Yeah.
I almost forgot to count Mason himself for a second there.
And Mughug, obviously.
Obviously,
So 4.
yeah. So the two of you sit there sketching out designs to figure it out. Brain cells, please. Okay, so the two of you sit there and plot out some ideas. Meanwhile, Florian, your scarf is completed.
Yeah. I go up to Scoria. Hey, so I get it out of my bag. I made you this scarf. It look, I'm gonna post it in chat. Hang on.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
There we go.
Oh, Florian, you didn't have to. What brought this about?
I don't know. I just saw some fabric in a shop, and I thought, you know who would like something nice? Scoria. So I made it for you.
Gloria puts the scarf around her neck. It's very
Do
comfortable.
you like it?
I love it, Dorian.
Yay! And he like looks very happy, smiles with his whole face.
Scoria gives Florian a hug.
Florian hugs back.
And so I'm gonna add that to your inventory for you, Scoria.
Okie dokie.
And then probably remove.
Just set the quantity item to 0.
Wolf spider silk, yep. 0. It was.
It was. Look at me remembering things.
So proud of you, Lupus.
Just. Okay. So the two of you end up chit chatting about like the design of the scarf and just little things. And as things kind of calm down in the room and relax a bit, you guys manage to recuperate a bit. And that's when a hot meal is brought in by one of the workers, who's dressed in let's have a. Oh my god, can I stop hiccuping, please?
No.
What if it's like, but what if?
But what if? What the fuck? Huh? English? What?
Concept of language has left your mind.
I wish English was my first language. Unfortunately, I know no languages.
Oh my.
I
I know negative languages.
I do not
Absorb it.
speak.
I absorb languages from others.
Anyway, moving on. Once before my soul leaves my body.
You have one?
Surprisingly, yeah.
Holy shit.
I know.
Nice.
Yeah.
You absorb it from someone.
A female fire genasi comes in
Hello.
with a large silver platter balanced on one hand, with several small bowls of soup. And in her other hand is a large platter of buttered bread. Pardon you.
That's how excited I am.
Fair. And
Bread.
there's a small coffee table in the middle of the room, and she places both platters down on the table. I do believe that this is this should be adequate. Hopefully, that should be enough. If not, then they should tide you over for a few hours until the mayor normally has us make dinner for us all.
The Hoover begins.
You find that your hoovering is prevented
What?
by Xavier, who basically has hold of your shoulders so everybody else can grab their bowls and some of the bread before you descend upon what is remaining of the platters. Everybody's kind of figured out from watching you devour 3 days worth of trail rations.
Am I there or am I in bed?
Everybody's in this room.
Oh, okay. I thought I was still in bed.
No. You flopped onto the bed, yes.
I thought I went to sleep.
An hour nap whilst everyone else is chit-chatting. So basically, Mocha is held in place whilst the rest of you get your food. And Xavier is fully aware that he's going to have to probably fight Mocha to get his food.
Don't worry, I will hold her while you get your food.
Contest of strength.
And then Mason can defend my food from her so she doesn't try to be sneaky.
And that's 20!
Oh no. What total?
Oh my god.
Do I add my strength score?
Yeah,
Yes,
strength
you have the
modifier.
strength score.
23.
Yeah, I've not won this. I rolled a 2.
So
Oh
you
my
watch
God.
as Xavier releases Mocha, and as you attempt to try and grab hold, you end up getting pulled along with her as she proceeds to begin inhaling the 2 bowls of soup and the bread that's left, much to Xavier's disgruntlement.
That's right.
Should have gone and brought it to him.
Mocha, please roll me an intelligence check.
Intelligence. Oh wait, I'm looking in the wrong section.
-5.
-5? No, I'm not that thick.
That's an intelligence of 0.
14.
14. You realize about 2/3 of the way through the second bowl that you've just eaten Xavier's food as well.
Shit! Okay.
And the dear man looks a little bit frustrated, but shrugs it off. It's fine. Don't worry about it.
We can give you
I
something
hand over
else.
some of
Nope. No, it is fine. Just have your food.
Are you sure?
No, I am certain.
Okay, thanks.
Oh dear. As you... Is anybody paying attention to what Xavier's doing from here?
Is he putting
No.
like laxatives in my soup?
God no, because I'd have to deal with the aftermath of that.
Mocha roll
Does he
shit
have
check.
Yes, I would have to get you to constantly roll con saves.
Does he have one of the feast spells that allows him to make illusory food?
No, he does not.
What's he going to do? I'll be paying attention, because I will, if he's not eating anything, Marcel will save something for him. They're like, I don't know, pocket some of his bread or something.
Hide food from Mocha.
Yes. Exactly.
Hide food from Mocha check. She will sniff it out.
So, you watch as the dear man proceeds to take one of the 2 empty bowls that Mocha has left, and from his pack produce a large cube that seems very... The material that it's made from seems very soft.
Tofu?
No,
That's
close though.
That's a cube.
It's a cube.
Come on, I got the shape!
Technically it's more cuboid, but
Continue.
as he takes some hot water...
Flavor cube is the best flavor of cube.
As he takes some hot water and pours it over, you watch the cube dissolve into a broth. This man has had this and possibly more of them in his bag, but you notice a very distinct, almost like acrid tang to the smell of it.
What is that?
It is a type of soup that you still have back home. But it has been a while since I've been able to get some hot water to dissolve it in.
Marcel breaks off some of his bread and gives it to Xavier for his soup.
Is he gonna take it? Or is he gonna be a bitch? He's gonna be a bitch. Wait.
Okay. Disadvantage.
No, because I was rolling with advantage because of the recent alignment change he has undergone, which I've forgotten to update on his character card. Whoops. Whoopsie doopsie. I have made a fucky wunky.
Ugh.
My thoughts exactly. Anyway, you watch as he takes the bread, looking a little bit concerned. Are you sure?
Yeah, of course.
Okay.
I have been promised cheese, so I'll be fine.
Jeez.
Oh. Oh, you've been promised cheese. What kind of cheese?
I don't know. It's a special kind from Bermesia, but I'm not that familiar.
Oh.
Are you?
Nope.
Then why did you react that way?
I like cheese.
Okay, well maybe I'll get you some.
And he has a little smile on his face. So, so we're staying here for how long?
As long as it takes to regain our strength and think of a plan of how to do it, Judge.
So a few days at least then.
Yes.
I see. Okay. So what are we doing? As he looks to the whole group within the room and go with a smile on his face.
What do we know about judges?
They judge.
Mm-hmm.
They are basically from. Scoria pulls out the leaflet that she got. They are like not basically as important as a monarchy.
Okay.
There are 4 of them.
It's 4 of them,
And
right?
I got told that you don't want to piss any of them off.
Well, I mean that makes sense. Oh dear. No.
What if we can find an alternate way out of the city? Are they we could find out if they're checking any kind of freight. For example, we could hide in the back of a cart.
Well, that would mean we'd have to go poking around, and there is a likelihood that we draw attention to ourselves doing that. Which is a bit of a problem.
Well, Xavier has his illusions, I suppose. I have my ring that makes me invisible, so we could split up and...
Collection. My ring that I have lent to you.
Okay. But you gave it to me.
I did. But technically it is mine.
Okay. Semantic
like-
aside,
Hmm. It's always that for semantics. The only thing that I can think of to do would be to sneak into this man's abode and, well,
does he live here?
no, but he has to be staying somewhere.
Oh. Can he be reasoned with?
I doubt it. If we have been dubbed as people that are attacking the innocent, as bullshit as it is,
But
we
aren't
have
they not very good people in the first place?
what?
It's Order of the Crystal people.
Duh, but they're also a religious organization. They are not responsible for the people that make up their group. Their collective, as it were. They are
Right.
never held responsible for the acts of their people. Which is kind of bullshit, but you know. Oh well, I guess.
So that is probably also due to their apparent very huge political influence in certain circles.
Yeah, well, that makes sense. So, what do we do? We could.
What
Wait.
if you said you're going to try and break into his abode. What is the plan from there? What are you trying to
Knock
get?
Donk him over the head with a big hammer. Bonk.
Is that what requires us having to overpower them?
I didn't think of that. Good point.
Are we trying to get some dirt on them? Or are we...
How's throwing dirt at somebody gonna help?
As in some information that we can leverage against them.
Oh. That would make sense. My idea was dumb. Ignore me.
Not a very big thing.
And so, you guys are going to have to figure out how you are going to either combat or evade this Judge Master. You have no idea how strong this guy could be. Or woman. Be inclusive here, I might presume. Because
Thank you.
I'm going to roll the dice to gender race
Roll
anyway.
gender check.
It's a 50-50. It's basically a coin flip that I do with the D100. But you'll have to basically figure out how to either neutralize this Judge Master, which bear in mind, if you do it in a one-on-one fight, you won't be able to find out how strong they are until you're in combat with them. Or how to evade them. So finding a way to sidetrack them or sidestep them completely.
We could fool them. We could just avoid them. We could blackmail them, which would probably get us in more trouble in the future, but it would solve the problem in the immediate. Not that I'm for blackmail or anything, but
They said that they were expecting somebody with illusion magic, so having my illusory spells in the mix is probably not going to help us on this occasion. If they're expecting it.
But we can use it to change our appearance walking around the city while we gather information. We cannot change our appearance and then hope to get past them at this gate, but
About that. Hypothetically, if we were able to find somebody...
what about Puncture?
What?
Try finishing the biscuit in your mouth first.
Finish your Mickey, and then finish your biscuit or give it to me, and then speak.
Just cheesy biscuit.
I want a cheesy biscuit too.
It's not for the sake of the stream. It's a chocolate digestive.
Oh my
Hey,
god.
that's not a necessary piece of information right now.
It is to be.
Anyway. So, I have a slightly stupid idea. But it might work. So,
You have any spells that let us travel?
I have something that would work for one of us.
And that one of us is.
Xavier smiles. That would be me.
Which is?
Well, it won't work with Florian, unfortunately. However, can I take a strand of each of your hair? It's not for something weird, if that's what you're going to assume.
I didn't say anything.
Wait, why won't it work for Florian? I
Maybe
mean,
she
me.
got
Simple.
fur.
Not because of fur. And he looks at you, Mocha, and pulls at the fur on his body. It is not because of fur. Thank you. It is because... And he walks over to Marcel
Hello?
and very gently plucks one of the loose ginger hairs from your head. It's loose, so it's already detached. Don't worry.
It's more of like an instinctual reaction of like,
Yeah.
if I want to pull out one of my hairs, I'm going to say ow.
He then proceeds to spend a moment, and you watch as Xavier turns into what almost seems like a mixture between... Christmas next year. Let's have a look. Yeah, no. It almost seems like there is another Marcel. As you watch Xavier's body shimmer and then disappear as a secondary Marcel appears. English.
Is it because I'm small?
But you could say that. Ugh. That sounds weird. I don't like that. And you watch him like slap his neck. so that would be that. Well, your voice is high.
I don't sound that bad, do I?
Well, kind of. And then the secondary Marcel that is wearing Xavier's clothing turns back into his usual self.
That was weird. Don't do that again. That made me feel weird.
It made me feel weird. Ugh. But using that in a combination of different elements from each of you, I could try and create an illusion of us all that would mix different traits from each of us to allow me to go and find out this information that we need. If there is any dirt, and where that would be.
Okay.
It is the best shot if you want to try and deal with this neutrally.
I'm not entirely sure how this gets you past anybody.
Okay. He turns back into you again.
I said don't do it again, but sure.
And looks at Scoria with a almost like a "can I?" sort of expression on his face.
Wait, what? This is about the hair, right?
Not your hair. As he's
wait,
looking
no.
at as he's looking at some of your clothes that are neatly folded on the side table beside your bed. Specifically at one of the shirts. Do you mind if I do this? Ugh.
Oh my fucking god, with my microphone. Closer! Sure.
And so you watch as this secondary Marcel that you know as Xavier borrows one of your shirts and then goes over to Mocha and looks at one of the pairs of shorts that you have. Do you mind if I?
Yeah, just give it back at some point.
I mean, I'm not going to keep hold of it. And so you watch as the secondary Marcel goes behind one of these paper screens so you're not looking at him getting changed, and comes out wearing Scoria's shirt, Mocha's shorts, and his own cloak that has been folded up a little bit to make it seem shorter. He almost doesn't match the description that would be given for Marcel.
I see.
See? And now I go walking around like that. The problem solved.
It is actually pretty smart.
I'm always smart. Honestly. And so
Please. Not until you have to, please.
he goes back behind the screen, removes Scoria's shirt, removes the pair of shorts that Mocha lent, puts them in a pile, reverts back to himself, and puts his own clothing back on. I'm just saying, this is probably the best way of dealing with this.
It is pretty smart.
That way, presuming that you will trust me, do not run off on my own, which I won't, because that is only going to shoot me in the foot.
I trust you.
Whilst you guys are resting, and I'm doing the same, you guys can mentally prepare yourselves and figure out what's going to happen. Also, see if there is any dirt on this guy.
Sure. It sounds like the best plan we got.
Also, don't worry, I will clean your shirt and your shorts before I give them back.
Thank you.
Otherwise, that would be a little bit weird.
Yeah, just a little.
Duh. So, you spend a little while just recuperating. And as you're getting settled for bed, Florian, you find the shadow of a pair of antlers looming over you as you are trying to sort out your backpack. Bless you.
Thank you. Ow.
Do a heavy second.
Sure.
And he makes sure that nobody's really paying much attention. The guards that you have. You know, the faith guards.
Oh, right, yes.
You still have them, right?
Should do, yeah. I think so. Du- du- du. Florian will look for them as I'm looking in my.
And I make sure they are actually in your inventory. Smiley face.
Doesn't seem like they are.
Have you checked the treasure section? Because they are considered a
Right.
magic item.
Yep, there they are.
So going to remove the gold nugget from Mocha's inventory.
Have I got money from it yet, or is he?
It is paying for your stay here.
What? Oh, fuck's sake, Martel!
I'm considering that you are also being hidden from the local authorities. I think it's the least that could be given.
Pose, grumble.
It was a joint decision. Pawn this off on me.
I will pawn whatever I want to pawn.
Anyway,
Bum.
yeah. So I was wondering, what is it like worshipping a troll? It's a bit of a new thing for you, isn't it?
Yeah, very.
What drove you to it? If you don't mind me asking.
Well, I have these intuitions where I feel like I know when certain things are going to happen or when I need to look out for something. So,
And he's looking
then
at you fascinated.
and then one day I had a dream
The
and Etra asked me if I wanted to be proper farseer, and I said yes, and now
I
now
see.
I am.
That is
Quite new to me, so
it's quite fascinating. And you don't feel any sort of adverse side effects from using these new abilities, right? He seems to
but I've
almost
only
be
used it
confirming.
once.
I see. You didn't feel anything off from that, right?
Nope.
Okay. Perhaps it is a little bit selfish of me to ask, but do you have any intuitions about tomorrow?
I'll try and dig deep into my intuition basket, see if I have anything.
Roll religion check.
Ooh. Religion 3. Unnatural 20.
Unnatural 20. Ooh, okay. You dig around, you kind of dig around within yourself to find it, but you get 1 intuition. Your approach to leaving this town should involve the cover of moonlight. And that's about as much of the intuition as you get. In relation to Xavier's request specifically, you don't feel anything specific towards that. There's no particular... What's the word I'm looking for? There's no particular indication of anything good or bad in relation to that that would be of concern.
Nothing about what you're doing specifically, but I think when we leave, we should do it under the moonlight. So at night.
I see. This is interesting. Thank you for humoring me.
No problem.
Oh, now I should go and get in bed. Oh, damn. I tell you what, it feels like I've been sleeping on the rocks the last few nights.
Tell me about it.
And so, he goes and gets in bed. Anybody doing anything before they sleep?
No.
No.
Cool. Okay, so let me roll my D100 all. Okay. Duly noted. And that's followed. Right, okay. Am I giving anybody anxiety?
Well,
I just realized that I'm just rolling dice without context. So you have a very fulfilling...
how much AC do you have right now?
Proceed to get shanked. No.
19.
You sleep through the night perfectly well. And it is the best sleep you've had. Both literally and metaphorically speaking in weeks. Please remove 1 level of tiredness from your sheets. It'll be on your social tab.
If you have a
All of
level.
us?
Yeah, imagine
Well,
having
only one.
tiredness levels, guys.
You got exceptionally fortunate.
Lucky bastard.
See, this would be really funny if you have a time mage. I'm pretty sure they have a spell that allows you to remove tiredness. I can't remember what it's called.
The
Anyway.
tiredness angel.
No.
I have a spell that lets you remove exhaustion.
Yeah. So, the next day, you get up, and you find yourselves feeling refreshed, but some of you are still feeling quite tired. Predominantly, you notice that Mason and Xavier are still quite worn out. If memory serves correctly, the rest of you should be fresh as daisies.
I've still got 1.
So, you're mostly refreshed. Florian is still feeling a bit sluggish, but it's nowhere near as bad as it was the day before. And so you head down to the dining hall, where a rather lavish breakfast has been laid out. Different types of charcuterie meats, cheeses, breads. There's some little fruits. Lots of different flavors, but they're all small in scale. And that is where you see, when you see Mayor Clover. That's the end of the table. Ah, good morning.
Good morning.
And he totters over. He looks at Florian. You're quite alright. You're, oh my god. As he sees the state of Xavier and Mason as well. Why, the three of you don't exactly look like you've had a very good rest.
Some of us are
Oh,
more
I'm
tired
much
than
better than I
others.
was yesterday.
Well, yes, I noticed. However, you don't have any allergies, do you?
Mm,
No. No. Perfect. Well, I'll be back in a moment. And you watch as he just totters out the room. Doesn't explain himself at all. Just up and out the door. Without a word. He comes back in a few moments later, once you all settled down at the breakfast table, and gives you what appears to be it's almost like a shot glass, slightly larger, with a bright green liquid in it. We're talking Ziffy level of bright green.
Glad I'm the example.
I mean, I can't think of a brighter green. Bitch, you are basically luminescent.
I'm a candy cane.
Candy cane glows in the dark, maybe. Anyway, yes. Like that level of bright green. And hands it to Florian and the two large gentlemen. Well, bottoms up. Don't worry, it's not poison. It might taste like crap, but it will help you feel a bit better.
Sniff.
You sniff it.
What does it smell like?
It almost is somewhere between almost like a sour cinnamony type smell. You're not sure what the hell this is, but it's potent. But upon
Okay, I'll take the plunge. I'll
Okay.
take the plunge and drink it.
Okay, are you sipping it or are you knocking the whole thing back in one go?
All the way back. Let's do this.
You knock the whole thing back, and it's almost like a comedy sketch as your snout and your mouth kind of scrunches up on itself. It is sour. And then it immediately, the taste immediately dilutes on your tongue, and it's almost the sour bitterness of it almost turns to like a coffee flavor on your tongue. And the initial punch of it is a bit unexpected, but you feel rejuvenated. Remove all remaining levels of tiredness off your tracker.
Yippee!
And you watch as the same thing happens with Mason and Xavier, but it's quite comical because Mason seems fine. He just frowns a bit at the taste of it. Oh, let's. Ooh. However, you get quite the quite comical sight. Xavier frowns and it's almost like retracts back into himself, slams his fist down the table, like, "Oh my god, what the fuck did you just? No, and you watch as he kind of like tilts back in his chair and starts sliding under the table and trying to weather the wave of sour that's just slapped him in the face.
Are you okay, buddy?
I'm not a fan of sour.
Okay, bitter but not sour.
Oh, okay, that's not as bad once you get used to it. Oh, whoa. And you watch as the two of them become quite revitalized. Well, that was, convenient. Well, yes. You see, being mayor of this town, I happen to spend a lot of time awake. Whether I like it or not.
Sounds hard.
Well... Well, yes. In many a different context. Primarily having to deal with idiots the whole day. But it's worth it. Most of the time. Anyhow. As he looks at your table. So, what is your plan? What are you gonna do? Or is it top secret and I'm not allowed to know?
It's probably best that the fewer people know it, the better, but...
I see. Well, would you like a gun?
Oh,
What?
Well, you
who
see,
are you asking?
just... I presume that one of you is going to be running recon. Judging that one of you, as he looks around your group, as if he's trying to figure out... One of you is an illusionist. So I presume that they'll be the one scouting. As he's looking around.
The illusionist is right behind you. Ah.
And he looks behind him, like, with a dramatic turn. Aww.
Invisible.
And here I was
Invisible.
hoping. Oh, invisible, you say? Well.
Mm-hmm.
Now, let me see. As you watch... Oh, I've got to find it. As you watch him cast a spell, would you like to roll an Arcana check?
Sure, I love Arcana. 18.
18. Is anybody else attempting to make this check?
Go on then. I'll test my luck. Never mind, I will not test my luck. 14.
You just
14 with my plus 11.
I shall do it with my +2.
So
Seems about
far,
right.
no rolls below a 10.
No.
Okay, never mind, I just looked to my right and saw.
The
So, Scoria,
answer is no.
you are completely clueless as to what happens,
Yeah.
but you watch it's it was Marcel and Florian that rolled, wasn't it? I'm not forgetting anybody.
Yep.
Cool.
Mm-hmm.
You watch as the man casts Control Water, and dissipates the water in his glass into a fine mist that floats around behind him and doesn't grip any surfaces. Well, and he looks back.
That's pretty cool.
Nothing behind me, so whichever one of you it is, I'm more than happy to offer one of the many sidearms that I have in my home, and a unique change of clothes that might help. And you can see Xavier rubbing his hands together. I might be able to take you up on that one. It's been a while since I've had my mitts on the gun. Perfect. Well, enjoy your breakfast, and then you'll be along promptly, I presume. I'll be in my office. But I will be there promptly. And so, we're talking to breakfast. It is quite an intense meal. There's a fair whack of stuff there. But you get through it. You end up returning back to your room. And Xavier leaves to go and begin his mission for the day. Also, if any of you have your death saves boxes still ticked for some reason, do untick them. Because I may have forgotten.
Oh, what if I want to die?
Well,
Be arranged.
it's a word right out of my mouth.
You're my sister. Why are you threatening me?
It's not a threat. It's
Like-
guaranteed.
It's not a threat, it's a promise. Hashtag sibling rivalry.
Let's go. I mean, I'm
I'm
gonna
not
have a
baking you any
massive.
more cakes.
Wait, no, it was just a joke. I'm sorry.
So, what are you guys planning on doing whilst Xavier is out in the city for the day? Trying to gather information for you.
Sacrificing Florian to the gods.
No.
I have no idea. What can we do?
We're kind of homebound. Homebound? Holy
Oh.
shit!
I've got to go
We're
check
kind
out
of-
cheeses. That's the only other going on right now with cheese. So,
There is cheese, that's true.
There
Oh
is
my god!
cheese.
Can I go cheese hunting?
There, you do notice that in the left by your bedside, Marcel, is an ornate box with cheese and crackers in it.
oh,
Any
I
board
am going
games in the
to
room?
stealth hide it from Mocha.
You notice that it has been put in a very specific spot behind a panel.
Can I smell it?
You can. However, you are being watched by Mason, as Mason sees Marcel with the crackers and cheese, and is looking at you with an expression that reads, "You try it, I will stop you."
Thank you, Mason.
What about my
True
cheese?
friend.
So, oh god. Anyone else worried about Xavier? You know,
Very much so.
also, could I have one?
Sure, you can have it.
Can I have some?
Of course you can.
Are you sharing a little bit of cracker and cheese with everybody?
Yep, I'm sharing a little bit of cracker and cheese with everybody.
Except
Including
Mocha.
Mocha?
If she figures it out, sure.
Marcel!
So it's like a soft.
Please what? What are you saying please for?
Please, may I have some of the cheese and bickies?
Of course you can. You have to learn to ask
I'm asking!
rather than just taking it.
Then you're supposed to... Okay.
So you each have a little bit of this, and it's like a smooth goat's cheese. It's very, very smooth, very creamy, very herbaceous. Oh, look at me using plant words. It's herbal. There you go. It sounds so fancy for so long. And so you spend most of the day hunt down. Probably mention it's the 4th of January, 68 AR. It's been a day.
4th.
4th. Yes.
How many days of...
I don't know. I haven't been keeping track. I just know a significant period of time has passed.
Yes, 4th. Nope, yep, you're right. It is 4th.
Yeah. Let me remembering my dates. The arbitrary dates that I
68
don't
they
necessarily...
are.
The arbitrary date I don't necessarily need to remember, but choose to.
It'll be 69 soon.
Yeah.
Mm,
We're all children.
yeah.
Yeah. But gotta learn to be a bit childish to enjoy humour stuff. Anyway,
With being grown up, you can't be childish sometimes.
bingo. Anyway, so you spend most of the day stuck inside, which is fine. You get a bit of time to clean up all of your clothing, mentally prepare yourself for what's to come, and you're just basically waiting for Xavier to come back. And he does so that night as you watch Marcel walk in. Marcel is in the room with you, but another Marcel walks in wearing a Scoria's shirt, mocha shorts, and
That will never not be creepy.
you watch him go
Like a
behind.
doppelganger.
You watch him go behind the screen. And then he comes back out. He hasn't changed yet. He goes over to Marcel and just
And Marcel just sort of regards him cautiously.
he smushes your face, and it is almost like you're touching your own face. It is the same sensation.
What do you mean?
Whatever he is, the illusion itself has caused him to have the exact same properties as you. Let me make sure that I've actually got my.
He smushes his face as if I'm touching my own face.
He smushes your face. He takes his hands and smushes your face. It feels like you're touching your own face.
Nah, stop it!
As you realise that he not only looks like you, not only sounds like you, but he feels like you, and smells like you. For all intents and purposes, so long as the illusion is not broken, it's almost like there are two of you. It's a really weird feeling you can't shake.
Creepy.
As he goes behind the screen, comes back out as his usual self, puts the shorts and shirt in a bundle next to his bed. So I've got good news and I've got bad news.
Good news first, please.
Okay, well the good news is I don't have to go and do that again. You do not have to see me being you an additional time.
It is strange.
Not really, but I guess you're not used to illusions yet.
No, I am not.
That's got to suck. Anyway, the bad news is that there is no dirt.
Oh.
Like, at all.
Plan B?
We're going to have to flee. There is not really any other way around it.
Can we sneak past?
Well, we should probably sneak out tonight.
Okay. Maybe one of us, or maybe we can ask the mayor to make a distraction. Some big over-the-top event going on. What if we throw like not like a festival, but like a big party and invited everyone?
And
And big festivities, you know? Something that draws the eye.
Xavier is looking at the rest of the group for their thoughts / feelings / input on what the fuck to do.
Orion looks deep in thought.
But regardless of what we do, it is going to it's going to mean that we have to sneak out during the night. There is no other way around it, but I don't see why the mayor would decide to just set off an event.
I don't know, it's just an idea.
No, I understand. It is just it seems a lot more suspicious.
Do we have a map of the town?
Do I have a map of town that is accessible but does not require me to extract an entire folder? Yeah. My reference images. Where else? It is Gapra. Can I upload this? Or is this going to scream at me because it's inside of a zip folder?
I can scream at you.
You do that anyway.
So
Okay.
true, man.
I cannot do the thing unless I can do the thing. Aha! Boom.
Okay, so there is a border wall, as I feared.
Yes, there it is.
We could climb over the wall.
Or under
How
it.
tall is it? Oh yeah, under it.
Does anyone have like
I
an
can tunnel with my
earth
rat
shaping
claws.
spell?
That's a good idea.
The river. There's a river. So there must be a point where the wall stops.
There's probably some sort of lock at the edges of the river.
There will likely be a floodgate. Plus,
We could go through the floodgate.
But it'd be easier to get through than
yeah.
Where
There is
actually is the main exit here on this map?
the grey lines. The darker grey lines are the roads in and out. Uses it.
we know which road they're at.
Oh wait, yeah. So this river is probably used for
If I could,
commerce, right?
no.
No, there's no
This is just a
freight that goes
No.
through here.
It is a isolated lake.
Oh,
Flows from point to point.
that's strange.
I would suggest that the map that I have provided for you to look at should be used as more of a general idea. It does not look exclusively like that.
You could definitely tunnel under the wall.
But there are two. Are there two gates?
Mm-hmm. The one that heads out towards the rest of the island, and
Do
the
we know
one
which
that
one they're at?
No, you do not. You are aware, however, that they are somehow capable of observing both of those gates. Regardless of which way you go, you will have to go through the checkpoint. And if they
Does the
have...
wall have towers?
Yes.
Okay.
So, your plan to go through the floodgate of the river would work. Kind of, but I think y'all are forgetting one thing. And Mason looks at Scoria.
Scoria is afraid of water. Yes, we would have to figure something out for that.
I didn't want we the guy to dismiss the idea, but that would mean Scoria would have to go in the water, and that's kind of unfair. And Mason gives Scoria a little smile of, alright, I got your corner. Wait. Scoria. Is it hard for you to fly? Like, you have any
No,
trouble
it is
flying?
not hard.
Yeah, because we not just fly off as you all.
How do you feel about carrying some of us over? Not me or Xavier.
Does anyone have any spells of flight as well? Any float spells that would make them lighter?
But floating is not going to help us. I do, however, have a slightly stupid idea.
It's
If
not
we're
a spiral.
Fork. Oh, frog.
I love frog.
We disguise ourselves as frogs,
Ribbit, ribbit, bitch.
I like this.
and we go in the water.
But does not solve the Scoria problem.
Or it can fly over.
With everyone as frogs, it would be a lot easier to carry.
Oh my god, Hugmark's player is gonna be so upset.
But can you do multiple frogs at one time?
Yep. It's a status effect.
So they can just frog us all.
How
And
long
then
does it last?
Under Hugmark's usage, it lasts for 3 minutes.
What about detect
3
magic and what
minutes
about
will
the
be
spell?
enough. I'll just fly high enough that people won't be able to. I'm not speaking. I will just have to simply fly high enough that people won't be able to cast such spells upon us.
unless they can fly.
We will still need some sort of distraction so that they don't just spot you flying over the wall and shoot you down.
I can do that.
How do you feel about suffocating?
I wasn't considering suffocation, more of a,
A big explosion, a monster.
No. Something quite
You could
simple.
probably just disguise yourself as one of us and just walk around town.
Well, that is the thing. I have a really, really, really dumb idea.
Oh boy.
I love them ideas. Go on.
But it might
Oh
work.
no.
It's so stupid, it might work. Alright, I have to tell you what the idea is. It isn't like a one of those books.
Yeah, we don't just cut to the next scene.
If only.
This is real life.
I am
Give us some sort
capable.
of story.
I am capable of casting a spell called Unseen Servant.
What does that do?
Okay, put it in the chat as I attempt to summarize what it does. If you want to read that.
Probably creates an unseen servant.
But basically, it creates a force that I can direct to do things. It can go and get things, it can open doors, it can hold objects, it can clean and mend things. You only do
Can
one
you pull
thing
down
at a
their
time.
pants?
I like your thinking. And he looks way too intense about something that I presume is delivered as a somewhat comical suggestion.
No.
No,
For
dead
instance.
serious. Yep.
Because
Deadly
if you pull
fucking
down their
serious.
pants and they can't see what's pulled down their pants, then they can't do anything for at least a few seconds except pull up their pants.
That is genius.
And then they've got to find whoever pulled down their pants, because then they're angry.
It is perfect. This is why I take illusion magic seriously. We will pants them, and then Scory will fly over the wall with her collection of frogs.
Yay.
Why did you say it like that?
I don't know. It is just kind of funny to think about, and I couldn't think of a more appropriate response. Then, ta-da! Frog. So is that our plan?
Fly over the wall as frogs. It is pretty dumb, but as long as we can distract them, it should work. We should probably scout the grounds first and see who we actually have to distract.
Well, there is
Because unless you're going to do like a big illusion of a monster or something like that, then
That could be
which
done.
is a big distraction.
That could be done.
If it's lots of little ones, you'll need to know how many there are and where they're going to be, and
It depends. I could be a bit of a cock, as one would put it.
interesting turn of phrase.
I have the spell phobia. I could give them a fear of the dark.
Can you do that on multiple people at once, or is that just a one person thing?
I can do it on multiple people at once. However, well, I say at once, within a span of time. However, it is
Is your
permanent.
illusion magic strong enough to affect the judge? I do not know how strong this person.
They have come prepared, so they probably have something to dispel or completely nullify my illusions.
Okay.
However, that does not stop me tampering with their mind, but it is not very lawful.
So I assume we are flying over the gate. The gate? The wall.
As frogs.
As far away from the actual exits as possible, so we're not spotted by them.
Mm-hmm.
You know what is kind of comical that I have chosen not to mention this entire time? I could just cast Greater Vanish on all of us. We'd be invisible.
Oh,
I mentioned that from the beginning. You like teasing us, don't you?
I think the frog idea is better because then we're smaller and we make less noise too. And then also Scoria can pick us up.
Wait,
Um,
I'm a genius!
being invisible doesn't get us past the gate.
Are you?
Scoria, how much room do you have in your clothing? This is not a suggestive remark, this is a genuine question.
Are you going to shrink us?
No, I would never do that.
I'd be a tiny mouse.
You would be pocket size, that would be
I'd be a
adorable.
little mouse.
No. No little mouse. Bad idea. How much room do you have in your clothing? Do you have like a jacket that we can put the frogs in? This is an actual question.
If not, we can get you a bag.
You know what? I can use the scarf as a sling.
Genius. Because the invisibility, the casting vanish on you, it will also make anything you are carrying invisible too. And since they will be within the sling, hidden away, because you're carrying them, they should be invisible as well.
Question.
Duh.
If one of us falls out,
Good luck.
Splat.
would
We go splat.
when we hit the ground would we become uninvisible and unfrogged?
I mean,
You
we'd
would-
also become a pancake.
You'll still be a frog for like the duration of whatever is happening. But you would become uninvisible the moment that you are flogged.
You'd also probably die.
Oh, more than likely.
You would be flat.
Yeah, but we
Slightly
have
flat.
items and spells for that. Fine.
Duh. So is this how we're going to live, Gapra? And are we doing it tonight? Tomorrow? Right now?
Maybe tomorrow, or in a couple of days. We need to work out where all of the guards are and who we need to distract and all of that stuff.
Ugh, fine.
Yes, also, with some more time, I can add some extra temporary stitches to the scarf so that it's more secure.
I could
What
also...
is this scarf we are talking about?
It is that scarf that Scoria has been wearing for like the last day or so.
Oh my god! Why is that?
Oh,
But unobserved.
you're so blind.
Say, Scoria, how do you feel about wearing somebody else's jacket?
I do not mind. As long
Sure.
as you don't mind my wings going through them.
Well, that is the thing. And Xavier takes his cloak off, leaving his top half bare. Try that done.
Okay, Marcel's enjoying that right
Xavier seems completely unbothered by this. It's like,
Hey,
what?
I didn't say that in Scoria's voice.
Oh no, I'm aware. I'm just pointing out the fact that Xavier is completely unbothered. I'm not going to even ask Marcel what his opinion is here because
Marcel has no opinion. Marcel is not bothered.
Bruh.
Marcel is not staring.
Bruh.
Anyway.
Bruh.
He's not.
Scoria,
What the fuck?
you take the cloak and realize it's made up of multiple sections. And if you adjust the cloak correctly, you can actually get your wings to stick out the back, meaning that you are capable of flight
Okie
without too much difficulty. Only downside is that it does mean that I'm going to be walking around in the cold with no shirt. Tragically, no. Wait. And you watch as he like manipulates some of the magical energy that he has, and summons a robe. Huh. It shouldn't take us more than an hour to get through all of this, right? As he looks at the rest of the group.
Get through.
Getting out of the city.
Probably not. We just need to get there and get over the wall. And then get out of sight as soon as possible.
There is
Do you have anything that can increase our traveling speed?
you have haste. I answer as the DM. You have haste, and that is it.
Okay. It's just a way of gaining some ground on them when they figure out they've been duped.
There is
We only need just haste increased flying speed.
I
People that have it.
wouldn't be able to say because I cannot remember if I coded it properly or not, or how I coded it.
It just gain,
Let
so
me
it just
have a
says 30 feet of movement speed.
Let's have a look. I'm going to slap haste and score a sheet real quick and look.
Ah.
The answer is no, it does not.
Oh man.
Which would make sense. Wait. No, yeah, no, it doesn't. Xavier seems like he's pondering something as you guys are figuring out what you're doing. I do have one other idea, if we don't want to, well, if we don't want to have to try and sneak out, we could try bribing him.
The judge?
What
What do we know about judges? What history?
You yourselves wouldn't know because you've never been to Karos before. You've never been on this island, so this would be information you are unfamiliar with.
But people would be
Maybe the
illegal.
man knows a bit more about judges?
Maybe that could be a plan B.
It may be the case that they will just outright refuse a bribe.
However, if I were to hypothetically, as he flourishes his hands and produces from empty nothingness a handful of precious gemstones that you can see, that you can tell he is purposefully making sure that he's being careful with it, but essentially, I do have the capacity to make things.
This is definitely a plan B. Because
Well,
what if they are
For sure.
insightful enough to see through it?
What if I'm good at bullshitting, but they don't see through it?
But if they disbelieve the thing in your hand, they clearly see you have nothing in your hand.
Well, that is why I do not, how does one say? Here. And he throws one at you.
Ah!
And it hits you. It is a physical object. It is a real thing.
I'm tempted to disbelieve it.
You attempt to disbelieve it. It is real.
Oh, they're actual gems.
However, you do notice something with it. Roll an Arcana check with advantage.
19
Or probably what he's doing.
26.
26. You realize that he is using shadow summoning to replicate one of these summoning spells. So whilst this gemstone that you're holding is real, it's only going to be there for a finite period of time.
Right.
So basically, I could bribe him with this, and by the time that he has realized that the gemstones that we have bribed him with aren't real, we will be long gone. The only downside would be that it has the capacity to potentially come back to haunt us. So, I guess
And
that I would let you guys decide
you would be doing this deal with him on your own.
whilst you're leaving the city.
So, if it does not work, you will die and we will have no way of getting to you.
He almost seems insulted. Marcel,
What?
you wound me. How dare you? Honestly. Ugh.
Unless you're going to tell me you're capable of taking him in a one-on-one fight, in which case we have nothing to worry about in the first place.
I can turn invisible, you dumbass. I can just leave. Ooh.
Okay,
Or worst case scenario, I can just petrify him.
that would be funny.
I'm sure he
What
would.
if he kills you before you can do anything?
That is what I'm worried
That would be hilarious.
about. No, it would not.
I don't think it's hilarious.
You
It,
can,
it
cer-
It would
sucks.
be sad.
you can certainly play. So I'm guessing the plan is going to be the fraud plan.
The frog plan, and then the trickery can be the plan B if we get caught.
Wait, how would it be plan D? If we get caught, we
Well,
get caught.
If we get caught, Xavier goes, "Wait, let us go. We have this," and then presents the gems.
That is pretty much it, yeah? So, can I touch one of the gemstones?
Throws it to Marcel, throws this one to Mason.
He catches it, and he's just fascinated by it. And about 2 and a bit hours later, they disappear.
Okay.
Oh, I was playing with it.
How long was he playing with it for?
He's but just sat there for a few hours, just staring at it, fascinated.
Is he autism?
100% he is tisming all over the place.
Tisming for the world to see.
So, you rest. You sleep. And the next day comes around. Breakfast occurs again. And you have to figure out how you're going to go about things. Because from what I understand, you have 3 different options. You frog and fly over the wall with the invisibility plan. You try and bribe the Judge Master. Or you frog and you go down the river and through the floodgates. Depending on whether Scoria would still be deathly afraid of water if she were a frog. It's the weirdest hypothetical I've ever... Well, I say it's the weirdest hypothetical. It's one of the weirder hypotheticals.
I was going to make a suggestion, and then as I was saying it in my head, I realised I'm suggesting that we waterboard Scoria.
I'm interested in this plan.
That sounds like the opposite of what we want to do.
Yeah, see, now I'm curious, just because I want to know what steps led to this idea before you realised that it was effectively waterboarding.
So I was like, okay, well, if we don't know if Scoria is going to be afraid of water in her frog form, then how about we turn Scoria into a frog and just dump water on her progressively and see what happens?
Yeah, no, I can see
The
the...
definition of waterboarding, yeah.
I mean, yeah, no, that's definitely, I see where the inspiration came from. I see where the thought process went.
And I see why she does not like you right now.
It's
I
okay,
mean-
I didn't suggest it in character, it doesn't count!
The important thing is that frogs are amphibious, so she would be able to breathe. She'd just be I can just picture tiny frog Scoria holding a tiny toothpick as a spear and just jumping on you.
It would just be psychological torture. not physical.
The best kind of torture. Yeah.
What's a gift? Oh, I
Okay.
can't take this seriously while Lady Gaga is going abracadabra!
Okay, so your plan is formed. I'm presuming you guys are going with the over the wall strategy.
It seems like the most sound plan, as long as you don't get spotted. If we get spotted, we're dead.
Probably. Most likely.
Because they only have to shoot Scoria out of the sky and we all die.
Just
Yeah.
don't go that high up.
She has to get over the wall.
How tall is the
How
wall?
high is the wall?
Well, consider the following. You're in a forest that is inhabited by spiders that are capable of occupying a 15 by 15 foot space.
Sounds like a wall is not a good thing to protect people
The
from
wall
spiders.
goes above the tree line. They are large trees.
Spiders
Spiders can
climb
climb walls.
I know. It's almost like I did this.
These spiders can't climb walls?
These spiders can climb walls. However, the logic behind why the wall is there is that as they climb over the wall, they become really obvious to see. So they get shot
Right.
as they're coming over the
Why
wall.
would they not just have like spikes on the wall so that they cannot climb?
Because that's a lot of effort for a wooden wall.
But that's how most forts are. Never mind.
But it's not a fort.
A moat would probably be better. Spiders are
A moat
good.
would be better.
A moat would hypothetically be better.
Anyway,
Maybe we should tell the mayor that.
So, what are you doing in preparation for your plan?
It's tomorrow night, so sleeping.
It'll be tonight because it's the next day. It's the 5th.
Oh, it's the next day now.
It's the 5th. Yeah, it's the 5th. You've had breakfast, and I've kind of just pulled along from there.
Sorry.
Sorry, did I?
Go back out and check where the guard positions are and where the best place for us to do it is.
Okay. Can you roll me a stealth check while you're doing that?
So can we ask Xavier?
Oh, ask Xavier. I thought you were going to. Okay, never mind. Ignore me.
I can do it, but I'll need to disguise the same way he did.
Yeah, it's self-targeting. That's the annoying thing. Wait, is it self-targeting?
Oh wait, I just put the ring on.
It is. Oh yeah, you can.
Marcel puts the ring on and goes and checks positions
Okay.
where the
Roll
guard towers
stealth.
are.
Roll your stealth check, but when you roll it, please add a casual plus 20 to the check because you are invisible.
So that's 31, 37.
$37.
Mm-hmm.
So the guard positions on the walls are relatively well spaced out. However, they don't seem. It doesn't seem like the primary guard, like the guards on the outside wall, are placed there to defend the wall itself. You do notice a quartet of sniper towers in the center.
Sniper towers.
Mm-hmm. You do notice a quartet of sniper towers in the center of the town.
Do they look like they'd be able to spot us easily as we ascend into the sky and try and go over the wall?
It depends on whether they're able to see in the dark or not. But you can't see the people that are in those towers.
On.
Hmm?
They got night vision goggles on.
Or they just have a really far-reaching dark vision. You're not sure.
Can I see who's there? Like what?
You cannot.
Stationed there?
You just see. You just see the barrels of some very large guns.
I could try and sneak in and steal the guns.
You could. That is something you have. You have the hypothetical capacity to do. Should also probably mention that you are on your own at the moment.
And you did not tell anyone that you would be doing this.
I presume it was probably mentioned.
But not the stealing the gun part.
Oh no, not the stealing the gun part.
Hmm.
So it's up to you. You have the capacity to.
So the guards probably wouldn't see us because they're spaced out. But the sniper towers would.
By the logic that you're working with at the moment, yes. Assuming they have
So
the
it would
capacity.
be those that Xavier would need to distract for the illusions.
Assuming they have night vision. Which you are uncertain if they do or not, because you do not know who mounts those snipers. Those sniper towers. Who mounts the snipers? Their husbands and wives.
How far from the wall are these towers?
A few hundred feet.
Like in the center.
Yes. They're basically dead centered.
Okay.
You would not be able to really do much with the towers themselves in your current position. You could sneak in and steal a gun. You could try and figure out what species the snipers are to see if they're capable of seeing.
I would
that
like
far.
to try and see if I can do that. I'm not sure how I would do that.
What, stealing the gun or?
No, try and find out the species.
You'd have to infiltrate the town's barracks, where the guardsmen rest.
I rolled a 42 on stealth.
So you're sneaking in.
Yes.
You sneak into the barracks, and there is a mixture of different species here. And they're all talking to each other, giving like reports to their superiors, whatever. you seem to slip by without being noticed.
Okay.
And you realise, judging by a small direction board on the wall, for those that are still learning, seem to have hired some new people recently, that you can access all 4 of the sniper towers from this one building, because there are very small tunnels that run under the ground to them. There is no way to access them from their exterior, only those tunnels are reinforced to not collapse. Just in case you were considering trying to collapse those tunnels in.
The thought crossed my mind.
Yeah. I'm just making you aware that that will not be something you can do.
I get to the sniper towers to see what sort of advantage they have.
You may. You need to roll another stealth check,
That's even better. 19. The dice.
which is what total?
Which is 24. 44.
44. Okay. So you sneak into one of the towers, and you are on the bottom floor, and you almost end up face first into a rabbit butt.
Rabbit.
That's one of the rabbit folk that is within this tower was crawling through here before you were. Imagining you probably scrabbling through here quite eagerly to get in, get out situation, and you almost go face first into the back end of one of the guardsmen.
God.
Rabbit folk, so
Yes. If you would like to roll a history check to see what you know about them, since your matron was
matron,
rabbit
part
folk.
rabbit, part Nemo.
Yep.
History. That is a 16.
You are aware that rabbit folk of any capacity have quite strong dark vision. They normally, if memory serves correctly, it's about 120 feet. I will double check just to make sure.
I'm in the tower now, yeah?
You are in the tower, yes.
Can I find the armory?
The armory will be a separate part of the building.
Okay, so I can't find out what. If the guns have scopes.
You would have to climb up the tower. So to make sure that I was correct, it is... Oh, whoops, I just clicked something.
Another 42 on stealth?
Now the 42 on stealth, you climb up the tower, and you find a large mounted gun.
Does it have a scope?
It does. With what seems to be a black and green name on the lens.
What does that mean? What do you mean black and green patterning? Shapes?
Yeah,
Numbers?
the shapes on it of whatever it's seeing.
Oh, a reticle.
Yeah, no, it's not a reticle. It's the scope. Whatever it's seeing is in black and green.
Black and green.
Mm-hmm. Would you like to roll an investigation check to figure out what it is?
Yes. Sounds to me like a night vision scope. It's 15 on the dice. Rolled really well. 20.
Yes, it is a night vision scope.
Can I peer through the scope at the part of the wall we're going to try and go over?
You can do so, however, you will have to move the gun, since it is aiming skyward at the moment.
Aiming skyward, okay.
You should also make sure that you are aware that you are not alone in this tower. There are 3 other people here, all of which are rabbit folk. With various levels of scarring and grisly appearances would be the best word to use.
Okay, I think I've seen enough.
So you're sneaking back out.
Yes.
Roll me a stealth check.
Okay. That's 37.
37. You manage to make it out. You nearly end up rear-ending several more people as you're crawling through that tunnel. It seems like it's quite a back and forth process. You end up having to flip-flop between going down the tunnel and coming back up as people are moving through. But you eventually make it back to the manor,
Oh.
where the rest of your companions are waiting for you as you are laughably behind schedule.
Hello! So, the guards at the walls would not be a problem. What will be a problem is the sniper towers in the center of the town, which are facing at the sky. The people using them are rabbit folk, so they will have dark vision, and they have night vision scopes. In other words, if we don't create a distraction when we're going over, they will see us and shoot us out of the sky.
But were they... They were night vision, but did they have any capacity to see invisible things?
I could not test that.
So we will continue as is, I assume.
Yes, but those are the people you will have to affect with your illusions to give us a clear path.
And Xavier looks at Florian and Scoria. Do we continue?
Actually, Florian, would you be able to find out if this course of action is going to be... No, you already did that, didn't you?
Mm-hmm.
I could do it again because we've got a plan now.
Sure.
Okay, I will pray to Etro for guidance on this plan we have.
Roll religion.
Big number, woohoo! I think I have +3. Yes, so that's 21.
Your intuition does not instill you with confidence, as you're aware that the plans you've chosen, the one that you have, is the most likely to succeed. However, it will entirely depend on good fortune.
So the one we have is the most likely to succeed, but it still depends on
Whether they spot you. Because there are 4 towers to cover 4 sectors of the city, and it's quite a large city.
So if we assume they're equally spaced, there will be 2 towers looking at one particular point, potentially at any one time.
I think somebody's forgotten how a pie chart works.
What?
They're spaced out like a pie chart. It's dedicated to 4 sections.
Won't Scoria be invisible?
Yeah. That does make sense. However, you do realize that how does one phrase this? The intuition you have has given you a detail that you weren't expecting to have. It's a reliance on luck to avoid being seen.
That means they have some way of seeing invisibility.
Perhaps.
You're not sure. The best you can assume, though.
Well, I think this is the best chance we have, is what I'm getting.
Can I ask the mayor about the, is it militia? Is it militia that run the sniper tower?
Of a sort. However, if you were to ask him about that, you would reveal that you have trespassed. Because you are a civilian. You entered an area where you should not have been.
Okay.
So if you ask him about it, you will run the risk of revealing.
I don't have to ask him about the scopes and whatnot. I
What
should
you
ask him about the sniper towers that I can see from a distance in the town.
What would you be asking? Sorry, you have to be a bit more specific here.
I don't know if he is connected with them for any reason. If he can come up with some reason for them not to be there, for example, does he control who is stationed there and who's not? He runs the city.
You would have to go through a succession of different checks to find that information out.
Okay.
And there is also the chance that you do compromise yourselves by revealing the information outside of leaving behind a notice of, yeah, we left. Because he knows that you're planning to leave and is expecting you to be gone at any point.
I don't know.
You're more than welcome to take a crack at it. I'm just letting you know that you will have to probably go through a fair number of checks to make sure you don't reveal that you've been in a place you probably shouldn't have been.
Okay. To my knowledge, I can explain that without saying I went into the place.
Mhm.
Because those towers are visible from a distance, otherwise I wouldn't have gone in to check them in the first place.
I'm not saying otherwise. I'm just forewarning you. If you happen to misphrase something, you'll have to deal with that.
Okay.
So what are you doing?
Because if for whatever reason we can have those towers empty, or looking the other way, when we decide to make our move, then there's no threat. That's what I'm saying.
Yeah, I'm not disagreeing with you.
And if he has any bearing on that, then he may be willing to help us.
Perhaps.
I would say I'd take Hugmug with me for the persuasion check, but they're not here. So I could take Hugmug's sheet with me in a sense.
Are you going to run this idea by your companions?
I did.
Did you?
Yes, this was me running them.
That was not obvious at all.
Okay, well, yes. I run the idea past my companions.
So, Florian Scoria.
Couldn't hurt to ask.
It sounds fine.
Okay. So if you wish to, you are more than welcome to.
Is anyone coming with me?
Well, Mocha is currently
Sure.
getting food. And
I think I have
the
good
other-
persuasion. I don't have that good. I have +3. What's my deception? +3. What's my...
We got some pretty good insight rolls on the guy, so I think he can be trusted. He's helped us this far, when he doesn't need to.
As long as I don't have to
It would be
intimidate
awfully
anyone.
elaborate for him to decide to turn on us now.
Mm. So, if I'm to understand it before in a mass, I'll go. Question mark?
I think so, unless Dave, your roommates want to come as well.
No, they are busy trying to figure out the means necessary of getting your backpacks across the wall as well, and whether they are froggable.
Surely all your items that you're carrying get
Turned
frog.
into a
Yeah.
frog as well.
But they don't know how the spell works, so they're trying to figure that one out. Because this will technically speaking, be
So they're just in the other room turning things into frogs.
yay and nay. They're trying to understand how the spell works. Because as far as your characters are concerned, this is their first interaction with this spell. As much as I know you as players have had interaction with this before. Looks at Diana in previous campaign.
Alec.
Yeah.
It's Hugmug's players' favourite thing to do. Just frog. Okay, so is it just Florian and Marcel going?
I guess so.
They have both of you confirmed.
What?
Yes.
Are you going to go with them, Scory, or are you going to stick with the others?
I'll stick with the others.
Okie dokie. So, our Scoria is overseeing the Froggening, as I'm going to refer to it because it's funny. Florian and Marcel, the two of you go to speak with the mayor, who is in his office.
What's his name again?
He is Mayor Clover to you.
Clover. Okay. Excuse me,
Yes.
Mayor Clover.
Can I help you?
Yes, we're currently trying to work out what our plan of staying alive for the next couple of days is,
Mm-hmm.
and we were wondering if we could get your help.
With what exactly?
So, I have to complain about this. The plan we've come together to avoid going through the checkpoint, which will almost certainly get us killed, is to go over the wall. However, I have noticed when I went to check to see if this would be easy or not, that there are big sniper towers. Who were they run by is the question. Is there like a militia, or are you in control of that, or...
Well, they're lookout towers. They're not sniper towers. Uncertain.
I saw the guns sticking out the side.
Shouldn't be any firearms in those towers.
There shouldn't be? That means someone who is not under your power is using them for their own ends, then.
No. No.
I saw plain as day guns sticking out.
Well, then I will have to have a word with one of my men. They probably left their own probably left their weapon on the side. That or they've brought them back from the outer walls.
Okay, so there's not supposed to be sniper towers.
I'm sorry, is there a reason you're asking me this?
Yes, the plan involves going over the wall. If people who do not like us spot us going over the wall, they will shoot us and kill us.
Well, you are aware that those walls are there to stop the feral monstrosities that are outside of this city from getting into the city, right?
Mhm.
For them to not function would be to endanger every citizen within the city. And whilst they are underneath my command, yes, to have them not perform the duties that they have spent their years diligently performing.
I'm not asking them to not perform their duties. I'm asking them to turn the other way because we're not a giant monster.
I'm afraid I don't have the influence to do so.
Okay, well,
I may
try.
operate it, yes. However, I would be endangering my citizens by allowing something to pass over those walls.
Okay.
It's nothing personal, I assure you.
Okay, thank you for your time.
He looks at you, and there is a glint of suspicion on his face as you leave.
Yeah, that's our return to the rest of the group.
Okay.
We both go back.
The two of you return to the others who are still trying to figure out figuring out the logistics of the frog situation. And they've figured out a way of bundling up Xavier's cloak so that Scoria can carry everybody over when you two return.
We no such luck. We're not getting anything out of the mayor.
He denied the existence of them, pretty much.
I mean, that would make sense. They can't exactly share information about any militia operations. We are citizens after all. We're not any sort of like guild group or something. It's not information that we will be privy to.
Well, we just have to roll the dice.
I guess so.
Mm-hmm.
We're still confident about this plan? As
Don't have a better one.
As Xavier looks at Florian, looks at Scoria, looks at Marcel, while Hugmug, Mocha, and the two boys
What is your plan to distraction? Yeah.
Oh, my plan is selection. It's simple. I'm going to make sure that Scoria gets over the wall using my invisibility spell,
Mm-hmm.
and then I'm basically going to walk through the front gate. I have the illusory ability necessary. I see no reason why not.
Okay.
Will you be disguised as something?
I have a a plan. A
We
connect
should
plan.
set a meeting point before we head out. For when we get out of the city.
That is a smart plan. Well, as far as I understand, we have two options. You guys can set up camp outside of the city, and they will come find you. Or we could meet each other back at Veritas. We can meet each other in Veritas, although that would mean us traveling separately for an indeterminate period of time. It depends what you guys are more comfortable with. So you can set up camp outside the city. I can come find you there. Or I could head straight to Veritas and meet you guys when you get there.
I think Veritas is a good idea because in a town we're less likely to be openly attacked at the very least.
What about you two? As Xavier looks at Scoria and Marcel.
Repeat the question, please.
I can come find you guys at your camp when you get settled outside of the city. Or I can head straight to Veritas and meet you guys there.
Well, we do not know where we will be setting up camp, so probably Veritas.
Mm-hmm.
Don't want you searching for a camp that you then can't find.
You would be surprised.
Or us making camp and getting found, because I doubt there's many people setting up camp right now
Exactly.
between here and Veritas.
If you can find us, then they can find us.
Well, you forget I am an assassin, technically speaking. Ex-assassin, but... Okay. I will find you there. Okay. Let us do this. And he takes his cloak off and gives it to Scoria. As you tie it up into knots to make pouches and almost wear it like a sash with little pouches to stick your frog friends in. And you start sneaking as a group towards the wall. Hugmug frogs each of you, and then himself. So everybody apart from Scoria and Xavier are frogged. Ribbit.
Ribbit.
Oh, he's going again.
And Scoria, I presume you take flight, since you have 3 minutes maximum.
And invisible?
Yeah, obviously she'll be invisible at this point.
Okay.
Yeah, Don't worry, I'm not gonna be like, haha, you forgot to. No, because that's just dickish.
You've got to invisible. Sniper. Bang.
Surprise!
Headshot.
Getting most. Okay, so you are invisible. You have 3 minutes to clear the wall and get back down. So I assume that you are moving. Please roll me a stealth check. You have plus 20 on top of your usual bonus.
I'm scared. I'm scared.
With it.
Okay.
With it.
That's 42.
42. Okay, can you roll me a percentile dice, please?
That's D100.
Yeah, a D100. Sorry. I don't know why my brain went.
34.
As you're flying upwards, you get to the cresting point of the wall, and you notice a red dot on your hand.
Shit.
Hand.
Or where your hand would be, as the little red beam coming from the tower seems to almost stick to you. The beam does not come out the other end of your hand.
Oh.
That doesn't necessarily mean we've been spotted, it just means that the beam's passing over.
Roll another D100, please.
No, because if it hits something.
Why is it lower?
Oh no.
2.
19. So, guys, how do you feel about free falling?
No, it's just your hand.
You
Falling.
watch as the red dot, as you're flying upwards, you've crested the top in about a minute, and you're a little bit out of breath,
And we have to get the other side of the wall.
and you're moving
Really high
towards the other side of the wall, being careful not to alert the guardsmen that seem to be awkwardly timing their movements as what's the most generic name?
Dave.
Sebastian.
As Callum and Josh are talking to each other on the wall,
He's not Davey.
Guys.
and they are like blocking you from getting through for a few seconds, as they're talking about a hot wench at the tavern that they were both eyeing up.
Misogynists.
You never know. Roll me another percentile dice.
Why is it percentile?
Or
If
sorry,
it's lower, I
Because
swear
it's
to
luck.
the Lord. Okay, it's 53.
All the dice is luck.
Yeah, and I'm the one that's rolling it. Well, I'm getting roll 20 to roll it, but it's coming from me.
They eventually
Why do-
move, and I'd like you to roll a final D100.
Is the
79.
dot
79.
is the dot still on it?
Yes, it has moved to the center of your mass, aka
Shit.
around your chest area, because and you come to realize in the few seconds your brain has to process
Maybe.
that whoever is keeping an eye out is expecting to see something coming over the wall, because giant spiders. And they've noticed that the little beam of light is appearing. They can see it on something in the distance. What follows is you trying to duck below the wall as a sound echoes out. What's your AC?
19! No, I'm not. Clearly, I'm about to a free fall, and I'm gonna be taken into custody.
You take 23 points of piercing damage, and I'd like you to make me a dex save, please.
Non-magical,
Non-magical. Yeah.
as if it would do anything.
Big roll. Huge.
Me looking to the right.
It's a natural 20, total 28.
Okay. You managed to catch yourself mid-air. Roll me a percentile dice. No! 100!
Can I pray in my froggy form?
What?
Can I pray in my froggy form?
You're a frog. You can't. You are a
Frogs
frog.
can't pray.
No. At least not in this
Okay,
state.
right.
Frogs
Yeah.
have no
Frogs can't pray.
So guys, you've got the Roll20 chat open, yeah?
Oh no.
Oh.
That's the lowest D100 you've rolled so far.
That's a 16.
Hey frogs. Hey frogs.
No,
Hey
free
frogs.
falling?
Hey.
don't.
Roll me a dex save.
What's the?
With disadvantage.
Yeah, that's what I thought.
Because you have no froggy hands to grip with.
Do I have my abilities?
I have sticky froggy tongue.
Let me have a look. Actually.
Proceeds to
You
strangle
read-
Scoria.
No, I mean as in just to stick to the
You
bag.
are
Oh, I know.
you are polymorphed into a frog, so you are basically sharing. You do not have your abilities, and you are treated like a normal frog. AKA, you are amphibious, and let me have a look.
Let's hope the guns like frogs.
So I don't have insight or do-over.
Nope. All of your abilities are currently sealed. The only thing that I can offer you as solace is the fact that you are amphibious, so you can breathe air and water, and that your long jump is up to 10 feet, and that your high jump is up to 5 feet, regardless of a running start, because you are tiny in size. Yeah, make me that dex save. Mana face.
Disadvantage.
Yeah, I'm gonna give you disadvantage instead of making you roll with the frog stats, because that will make you want to kill me, and I'm not that mean.
Alright, someone's rolling in at 1.
Although, to be fair, Hugmug is rolling with the exact same bonus, and that's kind of funny.
8.
That does not instill me with confidence. That's 8. That's 8 on the dice, right? Right?
No.
No. No.
And 4 on the dice.
Oh.
Disadvantage, dude.
Oh, right. Fuck, yeah. Sorry, I forget.
You just
I
I
know.
rolled twice.
Because my
I took
brain
a
was
lower
like,
one.
I was scrolling through like, okay, checking numbers. Okay, so it's an 8 from Florian.
23.
20,
Florian.
fucking 23.
Yeah, I rolled a nat 20 and a 10.
Oof.
I'll go for
How the
10.
fuck do you have plus?
How the fuck have plus 13?
I have really high dex.
You
Oh,
must.
because you're proficient in dex saves, that's why.
Uh-huh.
I forget. I forgot. Because Florian's proficiencies are in wisdom charisma saves. Yeah. But wait, no, that makes sense.
It's not
There's-
that.
There's
for
another,
sure.
there's another 5 there. Where is that from? There
It's
is
gonna
something.
say.
There is something. That's why somebody's forgotten to clear their buff and debuff tracker. You whore. Not a 23. It's an 18. Somebody did clear their buff and debuff tracker.
How high up are we?
Well, it took Scoria a minute to fly up here.
Yeah, but she went down beneath the wall, right?
Yeah. About
Right,
score.
let's-
How many actions do you have?
2.
2. So you're about 150 feet down from where you've been knocked. You forgot to remove things from your buff and debuff tracker.
Okay. So what's my actual roll?
18.
Okay.
Still high. Just
Still better than Florian.
ooh.
Yeah.
So are we dead?
Well, I haven't.
We rolling characters?
Scoria's fine. Um,
Florian's
No
not.
destiny. Just
So you got 6 seconds before they shoot you again. Because why would it only shoot once?
Well, it's below the wall now, so they can't.
Yeah.
Below the
shoot you
wall.
again.
yes.
Does that mean we're just dropping to our death?
Yeah, that does.
Oh my god, I forgot.
Or into the jaws of a hungry spider?
All that.
We
Probably
didn't think
both.
about that part. What could be on the other side of the wall?
Die,
Yeah.
then spider.
So the only one
Oh my god.
who manages to stay in the pouch is Marcel.
My
And-
god.
For a moment, time feels
Wait,
like
can
it,
Scoria catch her?
time feels like it slows for you, Scoria, as the bullet has injured one of your wings. So you're flying a little bit precariously. You have the chance and the capacity to potentially catch one of the people falling,
No!
and there is no guarantee that you'll be able to catch them. However,
I don't even know who's who. So
You
it's
don't
all
know who's who?
Random.
you will catch a
Just grab
frog.
the frog.
And I won't know until it gets revealed.
Nope.
Oh, really?
So it took you a minute, and I'm presuming you weren't dashing to get up there for the sake of not instantaneously killing people. You do some math.
What?
There's 6 seconds in a round. There's 60 seconds in a minute, so 50 times 10.
Campaign could be over right here, guys.
What? Who typed in chat?
Ribbit. Florian has loads of
Panic
reviving
ribbit.
things. Ribbit. Ribbit will be fine. Just
I mean,
looking
you
for
could be
his,
really mean and
but-
roll to see if any of the stuff on your person.
I get shot again.
No, I mean,
No, things don't break.
why not? It's probably mostly glass.
Also, isn't it? Oh, hang on. Items.
Okay.
Phoenix.
What
What
is
do
a
I need
phoenix
to
then?
roll?
You will. So, are you going for the closest frog, or are you going for one of the ones that's fallen
Can
down?
Froggy Marcel try and
It's gonna be the
reach his hand out
closest
to help?
frog.
If you try and do that, I will make you roll another dex save.
It's gonna be the closest frog. I'm
If
sorry,
I try and do that, would it help?
It has to be the
Potentially.
closest frog.
I can't tell you. It's the closest frog. Okay, Marcel, are you going to try and do that? Remember, you're rolling with disadvantage because you are a frog.
Uh-huh.
What did you roll?
That was... So it went from 13 to 18, so that's plus 8. So with disadvantage, that's 20.
Okay, you reach your little froggy hand out to the closest one, and that this will mean that Scoria does not roll with disadvantage when she attempts to catch the closest frog. Roll me a dex check. Flat dex. So
Plus
D20
5.
plus 5.
I don't want to look. I'm closing my eyes.
Oh!
13.
13.
Above 10. Was he counting as a 15 or a 10? Oh, it's a straight. I'm just gonna roll against it.
Yeah, you catch the frog. The other 3 frogs plummet to the ground.
And
I
die.
guess I'm gonna have to make my escapes at the tree line and hope for the best, because I don't.
Are you leaving the frogs that hit the ground behind?
I mean, I got shot.
Mm-hmm. I'm basically
Am I
asking if
even
you're
still
just fleeing.
invisible?
You are still invisible, yes. Because the person casting the spell was not affected. You,
Okay.
however, were hit. You are still invisible.
Okay, that's half the reason. Okay, in that case, I'm gonna go to, I'm going to try and make my way to the floor, but it's possible that guards might. So I'll try and get there as quickly as I can.
Please roll me
Whilst being
a...
stealthy.
Yeah, please roll me a stealth check. Remember you have a plus 20 because you're invisible. On top of your usual bonuses.
41.
41. You manage to stealthily make your way down. However, you come to the realization that you are trying to search in the forest for tiny green frogs.
Yeah.
You...
Don't polymorphed creatures get unpolymorphed when they lose all their health?
Yay and nay. If this wasn't treated as a status effect, it will last until the spell's duration is over. So, until the spell ends, you'll be treated as a frog, whether you're alive or dead.
Okay, I didn't realise that. Shit.
You
It's-
retain your HP. whilst
How much
you're
falling
free.
damage did we take?
Yeah, you retain your
We'll
hit
find
points, and
out.
that's it.
Are the frogs dead?
We'll find out in a
You
minute.
will find out once Scoria decides whether she is going to stay here and run the risk of being caught to find the other frogs, or if she retreats to the tree line, or retreats into the tree line with the 2 frogs that she still has on her person.
Dark vision.
Mm-hmm. You do have dark vision.
No, I don't.
Oh, you don't? Oh,
I
fuck.
don't.
Yeah, okay, no, you can't see anything then. I thought you had dark vision, my bad.
No.
You see
I'm
green.
like one of the only people that doesn't.
Can
that
you
doesn't
hear frogs ribbiting?
have
No.
the death croaks.
Because you're dead.
Can you hear what sounds like very wounded, very flat frogs?
Sorry, that's a really funny description. Just
Hello,
yeah.
my baby. Hello, my honey. Hello, my right side.
Just fucking. So, I'm presuming you're retreating into the tree line because you can't see.
I'm retreating in the tree line. There's no point in staying if I can't fucking see anyone.
Fair. So,
Could have gone worse.
We'll wait until we get our HB totals, then.
I can't wait to shut
Hello,
up.
matron.
Can't wait
It's lovely to
find
see you
out.
again. Too bad the running
Oh
out of
my
death.
god! I can't wait to find out who's the second frog I saved.
and
Now
that is
all
where
we
we're
have
going to
left
end
is
session.
Motherfucker!
I will update your
All we have
HP
left is
totals
Florin
after the
Scar.
session. I hope you enjoyed. I'll see you next session.
Bye!
Bye bye.
God, I killed